I moved to England, technically. I mean, I was there all last week. But as you can kind of see from where I'm at right now, I'm back in my room, which isn't in England, it's in the US. So what happened to my move? Like, why the hell am I not in England right now? Well, let me just explain everything right here. So me moving to England was in the works for about a few months now, I feel like. I think since May, so it's been probably like 4 months, I think. And the reason for that was I was going to continue school and do a master's program at a university in England. I know a lot of young people watch this channel, so I'm just going to explain this really quickly. When your parents tell you to go to university or college, typically in America, that means a 4-year university, and that's for your undergrad. Now, after the undergrad is your master's, or, you know, depending on what you do, but for me, it was the master's. And it was basically like a 1 or 2 year program that just like boosts your status within the job world, I guess. But for me, I wasn't really doing it for a job. I was actually doing it to improve like my own YouTube and content creation. Basically, I forgot to mention this, I was planning to do international sports journalism, and in England, that obviously means a huge focus on football, which is what my channel is basically about. So I wanted to use education and a master's degree to help improve on my own videos, and just make better videos. Like that was my entire goal of this. And I felt that being in England, being in the home of football, and studying at a pretty good university, I'm not gonna name it just because I don't want them to get a bad rep for something that isn't really their fault at all. So I'm not gonna name the university, but yeah, basically I was supposed to go to university, which is also exactly why there have been no uploads in like the past week. I did make a community post about this, why there's no uploads. The situation has arisen. I didn't really explain the situation, which is what I'm doing right now. It's because I'm moving to England, or I was moving to England. Sorry, this video is all over the place. I have taken no notes. This is just coming straight from the heart right now. So yeah, basically on, I think September the 13th, or wait, no, the 14th, I took a flight and I'm in England. First 2 days, hated it. I ain't gonna lie, England looked like trash. Imagine leaving California and going to England, bro. Like, I'm sorry. It wasn't a good look for me. And also the fact that the Wi-Fi in England was trash, no matter where I went. I had 2 hotels in England. The first one, the Wi-Fi, you had to buy it, and it was slow as hell. Then the second one, the Wi-Fi just stopped working after like 2 to 5 minutes. Every time, like on your phone, you connect to the Wi-Fi, 5 minutes later, that shit don't even work no more. And then my dorm Wi-Fi, oh my goodness, the dorm Wi-Fi was hella fast, but it will always disconnect every 2 minutes. Bro, that was unbearable, which is why I could barely work on any videos. And if you're wondering why there's no main channel videos for like 10 days, it's because of that. I'm working on the next one right now though. It's taking a while because it's like 30 minutes long, but it's a banger. So keep waiting on that, I guess. Yeah, man, so I was in England. I'll throw up some pictures right now, doing the orientation, getting ready with my move. And when I was in the orientation or whatever, obviously when you're doing a master's degree, you would expect it to come in with a lot of work, but for some reason, maybe it was with good reason, I thought I could balance that perfectly, because usually I do kind of always find a way to balance things properly. Like, I don't know, I'm just kind of clutch like that. I don't really know how to explain it, but I feel like I'm pretty good at just like balancing things and just doing well at things, and multitasking, I guess. But masters in 1 year is already super fast tracked. You're doing it super fast, a lot of work in a short amount of time, and automatically it felt like my YouTube was gonna take a toll. So already in my head I'm thinking, damn, I can't really do this. But after meeting like the professor and like some of the other students, I was kind of like, yo, this program is kind of fire. Like, I kind of want to stay here now. And I was kind of like contemplating that back and forth on what I should or should not do. And it was something I really had to think about while I was in England, you know what I'm saying, on whether I can do this, because once classes start, if I were to drop out, I'm not going to get anywhere close to a full refund on anything. So this week was really critical in deciding whether I wanted to continue with it or not. And it was a hectic time, I would say, in making that decision. But when you move to another country for school, you need a student visa. And if you're young, I know some of my audience is pretty young. So if you guys don't know what that is, it basically allows you to stay in the country for a long amount of time. That's what a visa does. And if you're a student, you can get that under like a student visa. All right, just combine it two. You know what I'm saying? Addition type shit. So I had that, and I was thinking I could do things as normal. I was thinking that I could do YouTube, do TikTok, do content creation, and also be a master's student at the same time, and just improve my videos while I learn more things. You know what I'm saying? And that was kind of what I was thinking in my head. So with that, I went to the admissions office I was telling them like how I was feeling about the situation and whether I should drop out or whether I was telling them in the tone of I was gonna drop out, just to see what they would say, whether they would stop me or try to convince me not to. And it's like the admissions office that takes care of the visas and everything for international students, right? So the head of the director pulled up. I think it was like the head of the program, the head of the visa program. He pulled up, and I was telling him about the situation and the tone of that I was gonna leave. And I was telling him how like I had like a content creation thing going on the side, and I wasn't sure whether I can balance that or not. And he pretty much told me off the bat, he was like, I'm glad you're thinking about this because you can't do both at the same time. It's illegal. So basically what I came to find out at that very moment was I cannot do content creation on YouTube, or I think even other platforms as well. I can't can't do YouTube and be on a student visa in the UK and do both at the same time. And I don't even think it has anything to do with money either. So even if I did turn off my AdSense, I don't even think it mattered. It's not really about the money, it's about the self-employment of a business, which is what YouTube is in the eyes of visa law, I guess. I don't feel like a CEO or anything like that, so, you know, according to the law, I am, or I'm self-employed type shit. And yeah, so it was illegal. It would have been illegal. Sorry, let me just make that clear. Wasn't a student yet, or I didn't go to any classes yet, and I didn't upload a single thing while I was in England, so I didn't break no rules. If anyone from that fucking office up there is listening, you type shit. Yeah, when I found that out, I was like, whoa, all right, my decision has become very clear. I'm not staying here. I'm not staying. You know how in Wolf of Wall Street, Leonardo DiCaprio says, I'm not fucking leaving? Nah, for me, I'm fucking leaving. Like, I'm out, bro. Like, if I choose between content creation and a degree, or, well, education is important. The kids listen to me. Education is very important. You know, men like me, I'm educated type shit, all right? I got my undergrad degree, all right? So I'm already, you know, pretty educated. But a master's degree in sports journalism over content creation is something I'm already doing and I'm pretty decent at. If I say so myself, I'm not trying to glaze myself or anything, but I feel like I'm pretty decent at. I know which one I'm choosing, you know what I'm saying? So for me, when he told me that, my decision was clear. It was 100% clear. 100% clarity in my mind. It didn't even take me a second to register what decision I was going to make. It was already very clear. Yeah, I'm picking content creation. Right then, I filled out the form and withdraw, and I dropped out. I'm a college dropout, technically. You know, I put a check mark through one of the YouTube requirements, become a dropout of college. Since every YouTuber has apparently done that, you know what I'm saying? With that, you know, everything canceled, everything's done, and back in the US. And I did receive this question from someone who I once considered close to me. She pretty much asked, why didn't you put a pause on content creation and just do this master's degree? Like, you're already there. You already did the application. You already paid the fees, which I am getting a refund on. But you already paid the fees. Why don't I stop that? For me, I replied to her with 15 laughing emojis. But what I'm about to tell y'all is, like, why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never, as of right now, I would never ditch what I have for a master's degree or any degree for that matter. Like, what I have right now is special. You know, not many people reached to the heights that I have reached. And I'm nowhere near where I want to be. Let me make that very clear. I'm not trying to be egotistical or whatever the hell that word is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to blaze myself too hard, but not many people get to my level. You know what I'm saying? So many kids, so many people grow up and have dreams of having 100,000 subscribers and a plaque. Yo, I got that. You know what I'm saying? I have that. It's back there, but I have that. And I don't know what the statistic is. I know the statistic is a little bit flawed, but only like 0.5% of YouTube channels have that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of them. So clearly something's working. Not only that, the 2026 World Cup is coming to this damn country. Already, I don't know why I even thought the idea of going to the UK and trying to break into the content there made any sense, especially in the time that we're in right now, when the World Cup is coming to the country that I'm in, like where I'm from, where I support the US. I support the men's team I have for years now, you know, and I make content about them because I support them. And I don't want to glaze myself once again, but I do consider myself one of the bigger content creators of this football, soccer in America, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I just want to keep growing on that, to keep grinding and make myself as big as possible before the 2026 World Cup so I can seize that opportunity fully. And with that thought in mind, I was never gonna ditch that for a master's degree, even though it would be nice. It definitely would have been nice. But you know, decisions have to be made, and I made my decision very clear. It was a very easy decision when it came down to it. When I found out it was illegal, man like me chose a degree. And to any of the Hinge matches that I talked to that are somehow watching this video, because some of them found out I do this, my fault. That date is not happening. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, to everyone watching, I don't even know why you're watching this video, to be honest. This is like one of the only second channel videos that don't really have much to do with football, but it's kind of just to explain my reasoning why there hasn't been an upload in the main channel for days or a week, or like more than a week now, on both shorts and long form. Don't worry, I'm working on it. In fact, I already uploaded a short. The long form video is being worked on. And yeah, it's just to provide a status update. I was supposed to move to England, not anymore. Man is back in the States doing his thing. Bro, I'm so sick right now too, bro. This is painful. But anyways, that's all I want to say about the situation, man. See ya.